Most people don't notice that they're aware. Thoughts appear, feelings follow, and life moves forward with very little attention paid to how any of it is happening. The mind stays busy, quietly narrating everything in the background, and this constant movement feels so normal that it rarely gets questioned. For most of the day, attention is pulled outward. There are tasks to complete, messages to reply to, places to be. The mind comments on each moment, replays the past, and prepares for what might come next. It reminds, warns, judges, and plans. This feels automatic, almost invisible, until one day, something small changes. It doesn't happen during a dramatic moment. It happens while sitting alone, walking down a familiar street, or doing something ordinary. A thought appears, just like it always does. But instead of being pulled into it, it is noticed, not judged, not stopped, just noticed. The thought continues, but something about the experience feels different. At first, it doesn't seem important. It feels like nothing really happened. Life continues exactly as before, but slowly, something strange begins to occur. Thoughts still show up, but they feel less solid than they once did, less urgent, less demanding. They pass through the mind instead of carrying it away with them. Emotions still arise as well. Irritation shows up during small inconveniences. Anxiety appears when thinking about the future. Restlessness fills quiet moments, but now there is a slight distance. The emotions are still felt, yet they no longer feel completely consuming. It's as if they are happening nearby rather than fully taking over. Nothing on the outside has changed. The same routines continue. The same responsibilities remain. The same challenges return. And yet, the experience of being present feels subtly different. Time feels slightly less rushed. Moments feel a bit more spacious. The constant pressure to react immediately begins to soften. The mind still speaks, but its voice doesn't feel as convincing as before. It becomes easier to notice how often thoughts repeat themselves, how familiar many worries are, and how predictable certain reactions can be. The same patterns appear again and again, almost as if they are playing on their own. At some point, another realization quietly forms. Thoughts seem to arrive on their own, without effort. No one is choosing them. No one is directing them. And just as they arrive without effort, they leave the same way. This realization doesn't arrive with excitement or certainty. It settles in gently, almost unnoticed. Along with it comes something else. There seems to be something that notices everything. The thoughts, the emotions, the physical sensations. This noticing doesn't rush or react. It doesn't try to change what is happening. It doesn't argue or explain. It simply observes. Because of this, the mind feels less crowded, not empty, just lighter. Situations that once felt overwhelming still happen, but they don't grip as tightly as they used to. Reactions soften before turning into habits. Small pauses appear where everything once felt automatic. Nothing has been solved. Nothing has been fixed. Life continues as before, with the same uncertainties and demands. But now there is awareness of the mind, instead of being completely lost inside it. And once this shift is noticed, it becomes difficult to forget, not because it is dramatic, but because it is subtle. Everything appears the same on the surface, and yet, the experience of being alive feels quietly different.